Here we are at the Franciscan Sisters of Little Falls. These diabolical nuns are destroying a perfectly good building, spending $1 million to destroy this building. They're diabolical. Pope Francis says it's better to reuse and destroy, and these diabolical women want to just destroy this building. They took down the cross, they desecrated it. This building used to have apartments in it, and now they just want to destroy it. Not following their values at all. That woodwork in there, woodwork on the doors, on the main floor there's a beautiful door there, beautiful brickwork, and they just want to destroy this. They're spending $1 million. They paid to have the asbestos taken out. We got somebody else here watching. Hey, how's it going? So this is who you have here. These crooked women think it's okay to destroy a perfectly good building. Crooked. 3 people have wanted to buy this building. They wanted to buy it and restore it. And the sisters would say, oh, it's in the middle of the campus. But it's not. It's got 2 outside edges on other property. They're liars. This is who is running this convent here. A lot of people have given their time to volunteer to this convent. They volunteered for work for free. They donated money, and this is what the sisters do with it. They dump $1 million on destroying a perfectly good building. Developers have wanted to restore it. In fact, one developer restored a similar building on Metro Plains, restored a similar building in Belle Prairie, which is just north of here a few miles. Another similar looking church building. It was a school. They turned it into apartments. They could have restored this, but these diabolical sisters refused. That's what you have here, crooked sisters. They're really criminal by their own religious beliefs. They're violating their own religious principles. This is the 3rd building they've torn down. They've torn down 2 other buildings. So all they do is tear down buildings. They tore down, there was a house right by here, a parish house, priest house they called it. There was a retreat house, and all they do is destroy buildings. They're criminals. We're in Little Falls, Minnesota. The Franciscan Sisters are destroying a perfectly good building. They've been sued about this. The city council refused to deny this approval of this permit. The Historic Preservation Commission approved destroying this building. Historic Preservation Commission, they're supposed to be for preservation, and they approved destroying this historical building. 1890. And these idiots on the Historic Preservation Commission approved destroying it. Gary Block, this guy's a total idiot. He's got no experience or education whatsoever in preservation. He's a radio announcer, and he makes money off taking tours. So this idiot profits. He profits off tourism, but he wants to tear down a tourist site. Beautiful historical building. He's an idiot. And then Mayor Greg Zilka has refused. Refused to put anybody on the Historic Preservation Commission who has experience. People have applied. They've applied to be on that Historic Preservation Commission, people who have experience and education in historic preservation, and Zilka refused to put them on there. These idiots are really, they're very criminal, very corrupt town here, Little Falls, Minnesota. You get the picture of what's going on here. We've got some watchers over there. The sisters are very corrupt themselves. So the sisters, this land, the sisters got money. The St. Francis, they got money to build this from donations. They take the money to build it. They got the money to buy the land, and now they take the money to destroy it. It's like, why people want to buy this building and restore it, and now they just want to destroy it. There used to be a cross on top of that tower there. Sisters took it down and desecrated it. Carol Schmidt is the key nun who wants to destroy this building. She has been spearheading destroying this building. She was probably behind the destruction of the 2 other buildings as well. They're very destructive convent here, very destructive sisters. They're anti-Christian. Anti-Christian women. And they said, well, where could there be parking? There was a big lot on the other side of this building that could have been used for parking. There was a lot of room here. Criminals. Search Little Falls, Minnesota. Mayor Greg Zylka, C-Y-L-K-A. This town is very crooked. They also destroyed the Dewey Radke House, a beautiful historical building on the west end of town. When you drive through this town, it's very boring and it's almost depressing and ugly. When I first moved here, it seemed very depressing and ugly to me. But there's this beautiful building on the west end of town, and in this council, spearheaded by Kathy Van Risseghem, who's a sister of another council member. This council, it's like they're all friends, they're all the same tribe of people, they're all idiots. And her brother was in the council at the same time, and her brother Frank Goziak says, oh, I support historic preservation, but Frank voted to destroy this building. Here you are, Frank. This is what's called supporting historic preservation, isn't it? $1 million. They're dumping $1 million donations, and they call themselves Franciscan Sisters. But they're really liars. They're completely lying about what their religion says. And they're sucking money out of people based on these lies. They're really fraudsters. They're scammers. That's who is here in Little Falls. Yeah, this is progress. Destroying over 120-year-old building, 130-year-old building. This is progress. Oh, so what building are these idiot sisters going to tear down next? They've got about 15 other buildings here. What are they going to tear down next? Because they think that's the only solution is tearing down buildings. They're small pea-brains who do not work with God. Think they have to tear down buildings. That's their solution to life. So what are they going to tear down next? That's what we're taking bets on. See it for yourself. This is what these criminals look like. This is what these criminals look like. $1 million is your money going to destroy this building. $1 million. And they paid to have the asbestos taken out. Somebody could have bought that building after they paid to have the asbestos took out. People have volunteered to buy it. That would have saved them $1 million. Oh, no, they have to tear it down. It would have saved them $1 million. Very crooked women here running this place. People have said the sisters nowadays are not the same sisters there used to be. The sisters that used to actually follow God and the religious principles that they claim. These current sisters are liars. Carol Schmidt has spearheaded it. Shar Grossman is another key player. Oh, that's progress. That's progress. Yep, that's moving forward. That's very Christian there. Let's destroy the building. This building already had apartments in it. It could have been easily renovated to put apartments in it. No. We can't have that happening. We'll go take a look around the other side. So your prayer is that God remove criminals from power. So here we are on the front side. Very devious. They work around the back side to try to hide what's going on. Here they've destroyed this beautiful building. These diabolical nuns. They call themselves Franciscan Sisters, but they're liars. Complete liars. They say their religion is about preservation and reusing, but here they are destroying this historical building. They've already destroyed 2 other buildings. There used to be right there where that tree is. There used to be a parish house, a priest would stay. And And they destroyed a retreat center just further south of here, about an eighth of a mile. They've got quite a bit of land here, I believe 30 or 40 acres or more. And they destroyed that house too, and now they're tearing this down. What are they going to tear down next? They've got about 15 buildings. What are they going to destroy next? These crooked sisters, violating no principles. The thing is, they suck money out of people based upon the principles they claim. And here they're violating the principles. They're really scammers, complete scammers, fraudsters. That's what you get with criminals here. That building was perfectly usable. It could have been restored. There were apartments in it. Completely usable building. This is what you get. Twisted Sisters destroy a perfectly good building. I've had onlookers here. People are really disgusted about what they're doing, about their scamming nature. They suck money out of people based on their claims to be pious and devout and follow their religious principles. But right here they are violating their religious principles. Scammers. They're spending $1 million to destroy this thing. 3 people have offered to buy it. 3 people want to buy this building and restore it. No. They wanted to dump $1 million. They spend money to have the asbestos taken out. Somebody could have bought it and restored it. No. They wanted to dump $1 million. Blow $1 million of their donations. Meanwhile, they're acting all pious and all Christian and what devout Christians they are, but they're really scammers. So they said this property, it's in the middle of their campus, but it's not. It's got an outside edge right here, and this other property to the left. That other property is not on their property. There you are. This is progress. This is what these deceptive women are doing. They're liars. They're liars and fraudsters. What building are they going to destroy next? What are they going to destroy next? There's a church tower, that tower where they took the cross off. Desecrated it. Why don't they go destroy the building they're living in? Then they can go live in tents. They can go live in homeless shelters because they want to destroy housing right here. They can destroy their own building and they can go put themselves in tents and live in homeless shelters in Minneapolis. Since that's what they think is a good idea, is destroying housing. And often these sisters are liberal values, so they believe in housing, and here they are destroying housing. They're really quite scammers. Quite the scammers these people are. These scamming women. And they have a lot of people duped. A lot of their followers are duped. Oh! A lot of the followers are duped by their lies. Like Gary Block. Gary Block, oh, he's friends with Carol Schmidt and Shar Grossman. Oh, yeah. And they think it's great to tear down. We're all so brilliant here. There's somebody over there filming, so they're really proud of the fact. I don't know if you can see it, but there's somebody standing there and there's somebody filming. They're really proud of the fact they're destroying this building. we've got the scamming sisters. Scamming Sisters of Little Falls. Oh, they're going to put a memorial up. Oh, memorial. Yeah, we can all go worship at the memorial. Sure. Little Falls Franciscan. St. Francis is about preserving and reusing, and here these scammers are violating the principles they claim. Complete scammers and collecting money on that basis. They're fraudsters. That's what they are.
And actually, not all sisters are in agreement to having Hurrle Hall bulldozed into a heap either.